Hello, welcome to DIFC Unplugged. Today's episode we're going to be talking about Nuvama. My name's Jonathan Beardall, Head of Wealth and Asset Management for the DIFC Authority, and I'm joined today by Vivek Sharma, the Head of International Business and Private Wealth for Nuvama. Firstly, we'd like to welcome Nuvama to DIFC. You're one of DIFC's most recent wealth management clients and incredibly well known in India. For our international audience who may not be so familiar with you, could you please tell us a little bit more about your organization?
Thanks, Jonathan, first of all, for this opportunity, and thank you to DIFC for helping us achieve all the milestones in terms of setting up here. We are very excited with what the future unfolds and holds for us. As an introduction, Nuvama Group is an integrated wealth and asset management platform headquartered in India. We are one of the leading wealth, asset and capital markets firm, managing close to $45 billion of assets under advice today. Our initiative into DIFC is for the Nuvama private business, which is the private banking arm of Nuvama. And we have acquired a 3C license here, which we feel will help us to advise Indian families from onshore India who are looking for diversification, and also at the same time help advise global families specifically on looking at the massive opportunity that India as a market offers.
Vivek, thank you. So how has your business grown so far across the world, and what are your plans within the DIFC? How do you expect that to evolve while you're here?
So our business has grown quite strongly over the last couple of years. We have, as a firm, we got listed last year. And since then, on the Nuvama private side today, we manage close to $23 billion of assets under advice. Nuvama Group manages in excess of $40 billion today. And I think we are at that sweet spot where we are large, but we are also nimble in a lot of ways, right? So that means that there is constant urge to keep expanding our product suite, our platform initiatives, and that's where the whole DIFC foray as well, because we think we and our clients are ready to look at more global solutions, and I think that's where the DIFC initiative will help in terms of bringing the global solutions to Indian clients, which has traditionally been missing from their portfolios, also help and guide them in terms of what all is possible for large Indian families to achieve when they consider offshore investments, either in terms of setting up a family office, helping them guide on global investments, all of that. Also, we feel that there could be an opportunity for global families to look at India more meaningfully in their portfolios and allocations. And combination of both these things means that our setup now is going to only expand from where we are. Right now, we have a team of about 3 to 4 people that we are beginning with, but this will only expand as time passes, as business grows, and we think this will become one of our central regions or hubs for our entire global initiative from a Nuvama point of view. That would mean larger office, more people, more bankers, more investment professionals, all of that.
So obviously we've spoken about India and the access to the market from here. Which other markets are you looking to be able to access from the DIFC?
So obviously the Middle East market, I think being locally based here will give us great coverage from covering of the entire Middle East. I think our natural extension from here would be the European markets, both from a market point of view and in future from an expansion point of view also. I think our teams here would be able to cover clients and places in Africa as well. So definitely we see Dubai becoming the region or the center for us to cover Africa, MENA and Europe.
Obviously, you have other offices around the world. What has been their recipe for success from a hub perspective rather than in the home market of India?
Every time that we have considered setting up an office outside, it's always been a very thought through and carefully evaluated decision. It's never because there is momentum, everyone else is doing it, so we should also do. We have a few offices outside of India as Nuvama, and each of them has been a very strategic choice, whether it is the office now in Dubai or Singapore or UK or US. What we want to achieve is be very clear, as I said, firstly, of the need to set up an office in a particular geography, whether it fits in our long-term strategic objectives. Second, grow slowly in terms of setting up your proof of business, establishing a strong reason for your existence. That means investing in your capabilities, core competencies, starting small, then eventually becoming bigger, right? And that's been our approach everywhere. And I think that augurs well for everybody, internal stakeholders, clients, business partners, and the ecosystems, because it's calibrated at all points in time. We want to be here for the long term, and we are not in a hurry to achieve our long-term objectives in the next 6 months to 1 year, because this is a very carefully thought through and evaluated business decision.
And earlier on you mentioned the talent pool here. For your core staff that you're starting off with in the office, have you brought people from your global offices? Have you hired homegrown talent within the UAE? What was the decisions there?
So all the people that we've hired here are very much from the local population who've been in Dubai and the DIFC for over a decade and a half, if not two. And that's again a very conscious and thought-through decision, because we think that the local population and the locally trained and experienced staff will be able to add value to the team, and that's why the choice to hire people locally. But obviously, as a firm, wherever we can extract synergies from our head office, we will continue to do that, but at the same time continue to look for talent locally.
So thank you, Vivek, for a fascinating discussion. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here today to discuss Nuvama's expansion into the Middle East.
Oh, thank you so much, Jonathan, and to the entire team at DIFC. We couldn't have reached here this stage as fast as we did without the support of DIFC, and we are very grateful to that. And we look forward to working very closely with DIFC as we expand our international plans. And thank you once again.
Thank you.